Let's talk about 3-point lighting. So 3-point lighting is the simplest and most standard lighting setup in filmmaking. It consists of 3 primary light sources: your key light, your fill light, and a hair light. So for today's purposes, we're going to be talking about the lights that I'm using and the setup that I'm using right now. It's very simple, very straightforward, and I hope that this helps you. So the first light we're going to talk about is the key light. In my case, I'm using a used box light. I bought it for like $35 along with my other light, which we'll get into in a minute. I've talked about this before. I think that it is a giant waste of money for beginner filmmakers and beginner photographers to start spending tons and tons of money on lights. I think you are far better off saving that money and putting it into things like your camera equipment and your sound equipment, because lights are very, very important, but the way that you use your lights are so much more important than the lights that you use. So in this case, like I said, I'm using a used box light as my key light. That is the main source of illumination in your scene. It's this one over here to my right, the one that's lighting up my whole face, pretty much doing 90% of the work. The second light I have is your fill light. So the fill light is going to go opposite of the key light. So the key light can either be to the right or to the left of the main character. It doesn't really matter. But the important thing is that your fill light is on the opposite side as your key light. So in this case, my fill light is on my left, and it's slightly dimmer than my key light. They're the same light box, but on my key light, I have all 5 lights turned on, whereas my fill light, I only have 2 of them turned on. So it's a slightly dimmer source of light that comes from the opposite side, and it sort of replicates the kind of natural reflections that you get in lighting. And the last light is the hair light. So that is the light that is back here. I'm using a pretty cheap ring light that I got as a gift. The purpose of that light is to create shape and depth. So if you notice this little red sort of orange hue along the side of my head and along my hair, that gives the subject depth. It helps separate the main subject of your footage from your background, which does make it a very important light. However, like I said, the key light is still the principal light source. So when you're starting to try to set up a 3-point light system, just keep in mind you don't need to spend hundreds or thousands of dollars on lights. You just need to have decent light sources. As a matter of fact, when I first started making YouTube videos, I just used lamps in my house. Took the lampshade off, put the light bulb back in, turned on the lamp. That was it. It was super, super simple, super effective, because that's really all you need when you're first starting out. So when you start practicing 3-point lighting, don't worry about buying box lights or buying anything at all. Just focus on what you have and try to figure out a way that you can create a system like this with the tools available to you, because that is going to help you not only make better looking videos, make better looking content, but it is also going to help you become a better filmmaker and a better problem solver. Thank you all for watching this video. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, comment, maybe even subscribe. I'm going to be doing a video soon after this one about general tips to improve your filmmaking. So, you know, how to use your cameras, how to use your mic equipment, how to set up your videos, all that good stuff. So stay tuned for that, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace.